ever stop to think about the actual magic behind finding a house these days? You tap a few buttons on your phone and boom, your dream home just appears. It feels so simple, almost instant. But behind that simplicity, there's this powerful and pretty much invisible engine making it all happen.
I mean, we've all done it, right? You open up an app, and right there, you have access to almost every single home for sale in your area. You tap, you swipe, you get in touch with an agent. It's this incredible experience that, let's be honest, we've all kind of started to take for granted.
So what is that hidden machinery that makes the whole thing tick? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, but its importance is just profound. Okay, before we pop the hood and look at the engine, let's just take a second to appreciate the amazing experience this thing creates for all of us. It's a true win-win for everyone involved in a sale, and believe me, it did not happen by accident.
Let's just break this down. For a seller, their home gets global visibility. We're talking within hours. This brings in the maximum number of qualified buyers all competing for it, which, drives the best possible price. And for buyers, it's all about choice and fairness. Having every option right there in one place creates a totally level playing field. And that's what a real open market is all about. So what is this engine? All right, it's time. Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the system that's been so carefully designed and updated over the years to make all this work so smoothly. And here it is, the Multiple Listing Service, or as you'll always hear it, the MLS. Now, this isn't a public website like Zillow or some big company. It's a cooperative network. Think of it like a private, shared database that only licensed pros can use. They all agree to put their listings in and share info, and that cooperation creates the complete, reliable picture of the market that we all get to see. The source material for this uses a great metaphor: plumbing. The MLS is the plumbing of the real estate world. You never see it, but it sets the standards, uses tech, and enforces rules to make sure all that data flows smoothly and reliably. And that's what gives us that transparent, massive inventory we see on our apps. And this brings us to a really fascinating paradox. When a system works too well, when that plumbing is so reliable that you never ever have to think about it, well, it becomes invisible. And that invisibility can actually be pretty dangerous. This quote just nails the heart of the issue, doesn't it? The MLS is so successful at creating this amazing experience that we just forget it's even there. We start to take it for granted, and that can lead to some pretty weird behaviors. It's this idea called negative differentiation. Basically, in an effort to stand out or be different, some people might try to go around the system. They think they're being clever or exclusive. But instead of creating a better experience, they actually just make things worse for everybody. And this is exactly what happens. You've probably seen this yourself. There's a for sale sign in a yard, but then you go to look it up online, and you can't find the listing anywhere. That's a huge step backward. It holds back information, it creates this artificial scarcity, and it forces buyers to go hunting around, totally eroding the efficiency the MLS was built for. Now, this isn't just about being inconvenient. This is where it gets really, really important, because bypassing that big open marketplace has a very real financial impact on people. When a home isn't shown to the entire market, sellers can leave a serious amount of money on the table. And the numbers, which are based on multiple studies, are frankly staggering. This is where that invisible engine has a very, very visible impact on a family's bank account. I mean, just look at this. It is astonishing. Studies from major MLSs show that sellers who get that full, broad exposure can earn between $50,000 and $75,000 more on the sale of their home. That is the raw power of putting your property in front of every single potential buyer. And let's be crystal clear. This is not just some abstract number. For a real family, $75,000 is life-changing. That's a down payment on their next home. That's a college education for their kid. It's a secure retirement. This stuff really, really matters. Okay, so you might be thinking, but wait, what about privacy? Or what if my situation is unique? And that's a totally fair question. The MLS isn't some rigid all-or-nothing system. It's actually built with a ton of flexibility. Sellers can pre-market a home as coming soon, or even keep a listing private just among brokers. You can even publicly list the property but keep the exact address hidden, all while pre-screening buyers. It's designed to give you options. So let's zoom out for a second. We have this incredibly efficient, incredibly valuable system that's so good it's basically become invisible. The huge question then becomes, how do we protect it for the future?
And if we ever doubt just how valuable this system is, all we have to do is look at what's happening around the rest of the world. Other countries are looking right at the North American model, and their verdict? It's a big thumbs up.
In fact, in dozens of countries, everybody from brokerage alliances to government agencies are pouring time and money into trying to replicate it. The MLS is basically seen as the North Star for creating a fair and efficient real estate market anywhere on the planet. Because ultimately, it all comes back to this one simple, powerful mission. The entire system, the whole pipeline, is designed to serve consumers. It's about making sure sellers get the absolute best return on their biggest asset and that buyers have the widest possible choice to find their perfect home. And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The world is always changing, right? Technology is going to keep evolving. The key challenge for everyone, from the pros in the industry to us as consumers, is to make sure that as we innovate, we don't accidentally break that invisible plumbing that keeps the entire market flowing for everyone's benefit.